What's going on, everybody? Jacob Bartley here from Apocaflix Movies. This is our movie watching challenge. It's a segment that we do here at Apocaflix on our main show, Apocaflix Now. And every week, basically, one of us is challenged to watch a new movie that we've never seen. It can be a movie from the 1920s or a movie that came out a month ago. The only qualification is that that person hasn't seen it. So last week, I was challenged to Swingers.
Mike?
Nikki, great. Did you just walk in, or were you listening all along?
Don't ever call me again.
Swingers.
1996 movie directed by Doug Liman, starring Jon Favreau and Vince Vaughn, written and produced by Jon Favreau. I don't know much about this, but my guess is that it's a personal story for Jon Favreau. And yes, the Doug Liman who's directed The Bourne Identity, Edge of Tomorrow. He's Mr. and Mrs. Smith. He's done a lot of work that you would say, whoa, that's the guy who directed Swingers. But yes, Doug Liman is the director of Swingers. And I personally love this movie. Now, if you've seen my tweets, then you already know that. I don't think necessarily this movie's for everybody. And I don't think that people are going to connect with it as much as I did, or that they're going to think it's that great. But for me, this movie works on so many different levels. First of all, and you know, it's not that the movie's that great. It's just really damn good. And my shock isn't the value or the quality of the film. It's really damn good. But my shock is that it's something completely different than I ever expected. So growing up being a movie fan, I knew about Swingers. As a kid, you thought of it as like a movie you're not supposed to watch. And even though it's really not that, like, it's not hard R. It's really not hard R. Is it even rated R? Because I don't know. They could have made this movie PG-13, and it might be. I'm not sure what the rating is. No, it's rated R. But it's not a hard R. Like I said, it's no like 40-Year-Old Virgin or Knocked Up. It's not that type of comedy. But it has those similar vibes where it's like a dramatic personal story intertwined in a comedic style. And also this movie's, the way it's marketed and perceived and like the posters, it makes it look like a Vegas movie, which it's not a Vegas movie. They go to Vegas for like 15, 20 minutes of the movie, maybe longer than that, but it's like in the first act and it's not essential to the story. It's a big part, but it's not like the main focus, you know? So I start watching this movie. I'm like, wait a minute. This is not like a straight up comedy. Yes, Vince Vaughn is doing his thing and he's killing it, but it's not a straight up comedy. Jon Favreau's character is very serious, and he's the straight man in the movie. And by straight man, I mean like the serious guy, the one that's like, well, Vince Vaughn's the goofball. He's just the guy who's just chilling and acting normal. So it's like, look, some people could perceive this movie based on the time it came out as being like misogynistic or something like that. But and I can understand that. But you got to look at every single movie in the context of the time that it came out. You can literally label hundreds of movies in the 90s as that. So if you look at it from like a guy struggling with getting out of a relationship and how like some of his friends are pushing him to just hook up with random girls, and that's not necessarily what he wants to do. I think on that level, it works so well. And I think as a guy or even a girl or anything, I think we've all been through situations like this, and it is a really well done film. And it shows that, you know, heartbreak happens, relationships happen, whether it's one person's fault or the other, but truly, it's very, very true. And I've, you know, when breakups happen, you know, they hurt, but life goes on, you know, just like you both break up and you both just go on and start dating other people. Like, it sucks for one of you or maybe both of you, but life goes on. And that's kind of what the message of this movie is, but there's so much more to it than that. So I personally love Swingers. Like I said, might not be for everybody, but to me, it's like the perfect example of like a low budget movie that works so well. It's all about character, story, dialogue, and I absolutely loved it. And it just adds to Jon Favreau being one of my favorite people in Hollywood ever. It just continues to add to his legacy, even though everybody else has already seen this. I haven't, but I absolutely love Swingers. Thank you, Keith, for making it one of my options this week. Really, really, this is like going to be one of my favorite movies of all time now. Like, that's just what it is. Like, I can't deny it. So that's what it is. Yes. So that'll do it for my review of Swingers, but keep an eye out on Apocaflix Now. I don't know if this video is releasing before or after Apocaflix Now, but either way, every week you can see the next person who is challenged. I'm still deciding on who I'm going to challenge, but I'll decide on that soon, and you'll be able to see that on Apocaflix Now on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. So thank you all for watching this video. This was the Movie Watching Challenge, and I'll see you all next time.